New bonds and old wounds shape Port Charles. Port Charles never stays quiet for long. As shifting relationships and deep-seated conflicts bubble to the surface, the emotional landscape of this storied town once again finds itself at a crossroads. This week, past decisions ignite new tensions, unexpected alliances form in the face of uncertainty, and love finds room to grow despite the weight of legacy and history. Through it all, the residents of Port Charles find themselves challenged by their own truths, and the truths of those they thought they knew best. For Dante, the past refuses to rest. After months of avoiding the subject, he finally confronts Lulu in what becomes a storm of long-repressed emotions. Although Lulu remains physically distant due to her medical condition, her presence in Dante's heart has never faded, and perhaps that's the very thing preventing him from moving forward. As he sits beside her, voice quivering with the ache of all they left unsaid, Dante speaks not only to the woman he once loved but to the life they never got to finish. The conversation is more than one-sided, it's a catharsis. He confesses regrets, moments he wishes he had cherished more, and hopes he still dares to hold onto, even in the face of impossibility. And while Lulu doesn't answer, her silence becomes its own echo, a space for Dante to finally begin forgiving himself. Elsewhere, Michael and Jason find themselves in rare solitude, a quiet moment stolen from the chaos. In this space, they dissect the spiraling series of recent events that have once again entangled their family in danger and controversy. What begins as a simple recap of facts soon becomes a deeper reflection on the weight of legacy. Michael, now more than ever, feels the pressure of carrying on his family's name, torn between the impulse to protect and the realization that protection often means sacrifice. Jason listens with his usual restraint, but even he can't hide the worry etched in his brow. He knows too well the cost of walking this line. For both men, the conversation becomes less about what's been done and more about what comes next, and whether they have the strength to face it. In contrast to the somber reflections of father and son, a lighter, though no less sincere, exchange plays out between Sasha and Cody. The two, unlikely confidants in any other world but this one, find solace in each other's understanding. Cody, with a rough-around-the-edges charm, offers Sasha more than just friendly banter, he gives her perspective. Having seen her journey from anguish to tentative recovery, Cody reminds her of how far she's come, not with platitudes, but with genuine recognition. Sasha, for her part, offers Cody the kind of emotional honesty he rarely experiences, urging him to be brave enough to want more for himself. Their connection remains platonic for now, but it's built on a foundation of mutual care, and in Port Charles, that can be just as powerful as love. Meanwhile, at the Quartermain estate, Ned and Brook engage in a long-overdue heart-to-heart. Years of misunderstandings, pride, and generational gaps have kept them from truly hearing each other, until now. Brook, always the firebrand, surprises her father with vulnerability, expressing not just frustration, but also admiration. She finally articulates how difficult it was to grow up under his shadow and how much of her ambition was shaped by his towering legacy. Ned, deeply moved, drops the stern facade and offers what Brook has long needed: acknowledgement and unwavering support. They may never see the world the same way, but in that moment, they see each other clearly, as father and daughter still learning how to love through imperfection. As the sun sets over the harbor, another story unfolds, this one blooming with possibility. Trina and Kai, a couple still discovering the edges of their affection, take a significant step forward in their relationship. It's not defined by grand gestures or sweeping declarations, but rather a quiet confidence that they're ready to share more of themselves. After weeks of navigating school pressures, family legacies, and unspoken insecurities, they finally let down their guards. Their next level isn't physical, it's emotional. Trust deepens, walls lower, and in one candid exchange, they move closer to the kind of love that strengthens over time. For Trina, whose past relationships have often been tested by outside forces, Kai represents a new chapter, one not burdened by history but driven by hope. As night settles over Port Charles, each of these stories, Dante's reckoning, Michael and Jason's strategy, Sasha and Cody's mutual support, Brook and Ned's reconnection, and Trina and Kai's gentle evolution, forms part of the intricate mosaic that defines this community. It's a town where pain and joy live side by side, where healing is slow but always possible, and where love, in all its messy forms, remains the heartbeat that keeps it alive. What tomorrow holds is uncertain, as always. But for now, in these quiet, courageous moments, Port Charles breathes, a little deeper, a little braver, and maybe, just maybe, a little closer to peace.